damn tired. There must be a way out of here. I want to change it. Change me!
Today we are going to be reviewing the game Sea of Solitude. Sea of Solitude is a captivating and emotionally charged game that takes players on a journey through a hauntingly beautiful world of loneliness and despair. Developed by Jome Games and published by Electronic Arts, Sea of Solitude offers a unique gameplay experience that combines elements of adventure, exploration, and puzzle solving with a deeply personal narrative that explores the depths of human emotions. Let's break down the Sea of Solitude. The game controls are smooth and responsive, allowing for precise movements and actions, but there is a lack of variety in the controls, which can make the gameplay feel repetitive. Sea of Solitude's cutscenes is a standout feature, seamlessly integrating stunning visuals, atmospheric music, and powerful symbolism to convey the game's emotional narrative. The cutscenes provide a necessary break from gameplay and add depth to the story, representing the protagonist's journey through her inner turmoil. The use of metaphor and symbolism in the cutscenes is particularly impressive, representing the different aspects of the protagonist's psyche. The storyline is a deeply emotional and powerful exploration of loneliness and self-discovery. The game's protagonist, Kay, must overcome challenges and confront her inner demons to find a way out of her loneliness. The storyline is honest and vulnerable, touching on themes of depression, anxiety, and mental health struggles. Sea of Solitude's storyline is relatable and offers a heartfelt exploration of what it means to feel alone in a world that can be overwhelming. The storytelling is a standout feature of the game, masterfully woven throughout the gameplay experience. While Sea of Solitude's storyline and cutscenes are exceptional, the gameplay falls short in comparison. The puzzles can be simplistic and repetitive, and the controls can be frustrating at times. The game's pacing can also feel slow, with a lack of variety in the gameplay that can lead to monotony. Sea of Solitude's dialogue is emotionally charged and well-written, but the delivery can feel over the top and awkward at times, detracting from the impact of the conversations. Some players may also find the focus on mental health themes to be heavy-handed and lacking in subtlety. Sea of Solitude's character development is one of the game's strongest points. The protagonist, Kay, is a complex and relatable character whose struggles with loneliness and mental health are explored with nuance and sensitivity. The supporting characters in the game are also well-crafted, each with their own unique stories and relationships with Kay. As the game progresses, Kay's character undergoes significant growth and development, allowing players to witness her journey toward healing and self-acceptance. The relationships between Kay and the other characters also develop and change throughout the game, adding depth and complexity to the story. Sea of Solitude's soundtrack and graphics are both outstanding and contribute to the game's immersive experience. The game's haunting soundtrack, composed by Guy Jackson, sets the tone for the game's themes of loneliness and mental health, with its ethereal vocals and melancholy melodies. The sound design is also well crafted, with environmental noises adding to the game's atmosphere. The game's graphics are equally impressive, with hand-painted visuals that are both beautiful and emotionally evocative. The use of color and light is particularly effective in conveying the protagonist's emotional journey. The world of Sea of Solitude is richly detailed, with each environment adding to the game's sense of loneliness and despair. Sea of Solitude is a game that has a lot of potentials, but falls short of delivering a truly satisfying experience. To improve, there are several areas where the game could benefit from some work. Firstly, the game's pacing and repetitive gameplay could be improved. While the slow pace may contribute to the game's emotional impact, it can also be tedious for players. Adding more variety in the gameplay and pacing would help keep players engaged. Secondly, the dialogue could benefit from more subtlety and nuance. The heavy-handed approach can feel forced and detract from the emotional impact of the story. The voice acting could also be improved in some areas to feel more natural. Finally, the game's puzzles and mechanics could use more depth and complexity. Adding more challenging puzzles and mechanics would increase the gameplay's engagement and provide a more satisfying experience for players. Overall, Sea of Solitude has a lot of potential but needs some work to reach its full potential. By improving the pacing, dialogue, and gameplay mechanics, the game could be elevated to a truly exceptional experience. That's why I'm going to rate Sea of Solitude 2 out of 5 stars. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel on all platforms.